of police. You should ask why. Today I was traveling. This has never happened to me before. Even SARS, when they meet someone that is coordinated, they respect themselves. But you go to North, travel to North now, go to Abuja, go to all these other states. Police behaves completely differently in the East. This is an appeal to the AIG of Omar here. This is a big appeal to the IG. Please, you guys should look into this. You people are turning this place. I don't know if I will say you are creating fear or panic in the mind of people, making it's not fueling insurgency, but I will call it making people uncomfortable in crazy ways. I was traveling today to Anambra State, and I bumped into this set of police people around Oji. I was terrified. They all had very serious AK-47s. I just got back to the East for the first time in a while. And guys, I'm super scared of traveling from one eastern state to another eastern state. I wish the reason we are unknown gunmen, or the reason was more like kidnappers. I really wish these are the reasons. But the reason is something that pained me the most. I'm scared of traveling because of police. You should ask why. Today I was traveling. This has never happened to me before. Even SARS, when they meet someone that is coordinated, they respect themselves. But you go to North, travel to North now, go to Abuja, go to all these other states. Police behaves completely differently in the East. This is an appeal to the AIG of Omar here. This is a big appeal to the IG. Please, you guys should look into this. You people are turning this place. I don't know if I will say you are creating fear or panic in the mind of people, making it's not fueling insurgency, but I will call it making people uncomfortable in crazy ways. I was traveling today to Anambra State, and I bumped into this set of police people around Oji. I was terrified. They all had very serious AK-47s, double magazines, charged up. But the crazy part is they all had their faces covered with masks. They stopped my vehicle. I stopped. Everybody come down. It's just me and someone in front. Like, who is everybody? I came down. They are here for stop and search. They will search me. Nothing has prompted you to stop my vehicle. You've not asked for my ID. You're just on stop and search. Now I said, okay, no problem. I don't have any issue. They searched me physically, nothing. They searched the person on the passenger seat, nothing. They want to search the vehicle. I'm like, okay, no problem. As you're searching the vehicle, only caveat is that I'll be recording your hand movement as you're searching the vehicle. I on my camera recording. Of course, you can't even record their face because their faces are already covered. But the thing is that I'm getting a vibe from these people that these people are ready to kill and maim. I'm telling you, they are giving off that vibe. I've never been scared of the police in my entire life, but these people are giving off this vibe. So I'm being very careful with how I do my things, right? Now, one of them is doing their search and all those stuff, right? I'm recording their hand. Of course, you can't even record their face because their faces are already covered. But the thing is that I'm getting a vibe from these people that these people are ready to kill and maim. I'm telling you, they are giving off that vibe. I've never been scared of the police in my entire life, but these people are giving off this vibe. So I'm being very careful with how I do my things, right? Now, one of them is doing their search and all those stuff, right? I'm recording their hand. They're like, what am I doing? Why am I ready? Am I very stupid? Am I an idiot? This one, do I want to be unfortunate? I'm like, I don't understand. Then, we had we went back and forth. I'm like, it's my phone. I can record what you are doing. You are like, okay. Then the other one was like, don't I have eyes? Don't the other person have eyes? I said, eyes are not evidence of anything in a credible court of law. So if you say, oh, I'm looking at you, you drop something in my car, for instance, I'm not saying you would, but if you do, it is meaningless to say, oh, I saw you drop it. What is that? Is that evidence? You can claim you did not drop anything, and I will be saying, I saw you drop it. It's your word against mine. And then you will carry me and go to somewhere middle of the bush, take up my money, and then probably kill me in the bush. With obviously for some useless reason. You don't have a body cam, because if you have a body cam, you can record it yourself. I don't really have to record, right? So I have valid reasons. Me personally, you have massive masks on your face. I'm already afraid of my safety to unthinkable levels. Now this guy is brought to me and said, I should come to the back, let them check the other one, don't rush, collect my key. I'm telling you, this thing happened today. I'm like, what's going on here? It's not even, you didn't see anything in my vehicle. Then the other one came out. Don't let this man go, he's following us to the office. You know that today we'll show him that we'll collect his phone, collect everything, and nothing will happen. No. I'm like, okay, this is escalating really, really quickly. The other one wants to collect my phone, I put it out of his hand. I don't know why you want to collect. I don't know if the thing you smoke enter your head, you won't collect my phone. Then the other one was telling me, okay, I should calm down. It's not this kind of, it's not a place to do kind of thing. I've never seen this kind of police in my life, honestly. They searched the car completely. They asked for my papers, I provided it to them. They asked for my particulars, I provided it to them. These people are what you call people out for trouble. Of course, they will catch criminals. But then, at the cost of what? At the cost of what? Because me, I'm a very stubborn person. That's why they are not able to do. Imagine someone that is not, like me, By the way, I think one of them knew who I was and they're doing this. Imagine what they will do to that person. Alright? I'm telling you, like, literally, please, Enugu Oji Road, Oji, as if you're going to work out, please be careful. We are suffering insurgency. This is a new one. I'm begging IG, I'm begging AIG, please. If you guys can look in, which one is police masked, full on masked? You can't even see, you can barely see their eyes. As I was leaving, the other one was sending threats. That thing I'm looking for, I will find it. As I'm going, I'll find kidnappers on the road. That kidnappers, I don't want. I will find this, I'll find it, I will find killers on the road. This one, I'm telling you, if anything I'm saying here is a lie, let me not see tomorrow. This is my interaction with these people. It's my interaction. I just weak. As I was coming back, I was scared. I don't want to meet people like this kind of people, especially not at night. You don't know what will happen. I'm not scared of criminals. I'm not scared of kidnappers. I was not scared of police. What if I meet this same group of people at night? What is going to happen? Guys, please, I don't tire. If I'm out other parts of Nigeria, they don't do this. Trust me, other parts are even worse in terms of insecurity. They don't do this. This is the only part they harass you to unthinkable levels. And they're doing it to me. Imagine what they're not doing to young boys. Just imagine, think about it.
Nobody's going to think about it. Only those who knows what is going on will think about it. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, we are back again. This is a Sunday morning broadcast. Yes, some of you are still sleeping. Some are busy in their work, depending on where we are watching from. We were not able to broadcast much yesterday, Saturday, because I had a lot of activities. So good morning and Excellence Wachuku. You are the fourth that made a comment here. I can see your comment. And Lars Benzico, good morning to you. Abuchi John, I see you. Good morning to you. And beautiful Chuku, God bless you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your time and thank you for your support. Don't forget to like the video as you join us. So this morning I decided to start with this confession, or you may say experience of this our brother in Southeast in Biafra land, where Nigerian security agencies see that region as a war zone. I mean, the only place you can commit anything and get away with it. Not in the south, not in the west. not in the southwest, not in the north, but in southeast. This is one out of many that had such experience in southeast. You that have not experienced this kind of thing, when people say, okay, we are going to make sure that checkpoint is being evicted. You have to pack from our road and leave different land for good. You will say, oh, you're calling for war. Yo, they're calling for war. They're trying to do that. This is very, very bad experience. So many Biafrans that lives in abroad travel back to Nigeria and died in hands of this kind of people are many, so many of them. Okay, I nearly fall a victim of this kind of people, but I did not hesitate to give them money. Those ones are Mapo, not even army. What they call Mapo, that look like police and look like a military. I don't know if you know the police they called Mapo, right? Mapo in Nigeria. Those ones are, that was the time of when SARS was everywhere. That time, I traveled to East. I was moving, and they said stop. We stopped. I was not alone. We were about 3 or 4. The similar experience with this guy, the one this guy had, but his own is that the guy extended his own. They were asking for 20, 50, and all that. Immediately they noticed my face. Not that I'm popular, but they felt that this one is not around. You know that kind of thing. This one is, because they are so clever that if you come from abroad, all right, maybe you are not living in Nigeria, for example, they will notice quickly. They started asking me, where are you living? What are you doing? This blah 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 blah. Then I told them that I just came back and see. As I'm mentioning that, the price changed. The one that one don't even know anything that we're discussing. So they told him that this one that he's trying to do strong head. Nobody's doing strong head. We were just replying to their question. That one from afar conked his gun and was approaching. Then I told them, how much do you want? They said, we are here defending you people. We are very hungry. They started telling me the problem they're encountering in the country as if I'm the one sending them. Then I said, okay, I count money and give them. Oh, thank you. If you don't have money that moment to give, that would be a different story. Because after that my incident, 2-3 months later, I saw in the news a man in Imo State. Yes, Imo State. In Imo State, he came back from is it Italy, or I think is that Spain or Italy, something like that. One country like that from Europe, Europe, and they killed him because the one that killed them, the road safety people that are working for the road safety corps. Like, these are people who make sure that they minimize like road accident or anything about difficulties you encounter in road. Any difficulties you encounter in the road or something like that. Any challenges, maybe you have a road accident, that is their job. They are controlling traffic light and all that. Oh, Germany, somebody said Germany. Thank you. If you don't know how these people, how brutal, how wicked, how evil they are, you will think it's just that people are just saying something. People are just talking. In Nigerian road, many things is capable of buying everybody that is making that use of the road. One, the road is very, very bad. Secondly, people who are receiving salary to guarantee, they're supposed to protect and guide road users. All of them have turned to become something that endangers your life in Nigerian road. I don't want to go through the reckless drivers, that those ones that carries a big truck, they don't care. because they feel that their vehicle is bigger than your own, that if anything happens, that you will be the one to pay for it. So they expect you to be running away from them. So a lot of things. This is not why we're here. Why I started touching this thing, for you to know that in one way or another, you have experience about how bad Nigeria is as an Igbo person. If you are not in politics, you will not notice the atrocities that people commit to win election. As an Igbo people, your own will be times two. You will commit that atrocities, spiritually, sacrifice that you will do. Then you have to go to North to pay homage, depending on who brought you and how good your homage seems to them. These are things that make you to be a governor or senator or whatever in Igbo land. Now, if you are not part of politics and everything, you may be, your own experience could be in the hospital, medical issue. You have someone that fell sick, someone that have any health challenges. You going to a hospital, your experience is different from the one that politicians are having. Maybe your God bless you with good health. None of your relatives have been a victim of health challenges in Nigeria. As a student, your experience for you to get admission and work after, or even youth service, is totally different from the one that are from other regions. That would be your own experience. Okay, if you are not a student, you are not a politician, you don't have much to do with any health issue and anything at all, or even school, that you are not a student, you are a businessman, and all these things have not come to you. The way that determine your marketplaces and the tax that you pay when you import your goods to do the clearance is totally different from how other people do. So in one way or another, you must have seen one or two things that make you say, wow, we are being marginalized. Nobody in Igbo land, anybody, let me not say nobody, because some of them, you may have somebody that even after experiencing those things, they still feel comfortable that they're experiencing it because they know that their brothers, they prefer their brothers to experience that thing, that going to start going through what they're going through, because you want to feel more important, because at least your own is somehow little. Therefore, since it's going to your brother, let it continue, because it doesn't matter. As long as your own, you can manage your own, and because you drive joy in seeing your brother's pain, so you don't want it to stop. So some people are like that. OC, I see you. And Johnson Michael, good morning to you guys, and I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming. We have to like the video, please. Like the video if you're watching, and if this is for the first time, subscribe. I know this kind of broadcast, this time shouldn't be something that we expect much viewers. But why I'm bringing it to you now, because today I saw in the news, in the post from one of Biafra media, that PM will be visiting Africa. Today they said 11, meaning today. So let's see if I mistakenly read the date, but I believe that 11 simply means PM is going to host another program today. They hosted yesterday, and that was why I wasn't able to broadcast, because when I came back, the time we have, I don't want it to crash with fundraising time, so I have to avoid it and wait for this hour. So any way you can support us in this platform, do. One of the ways is liking the video, share it, and comment. Another way is super chat, which will cost you money. So we need your support in any way, in any way at all. But don't forget to like. Liking is very, very important, because that will help us to, the video and message to get to other people to view it as well. So in the news yesterday, we saw what one some people will say elder, but when elder is behaving like non-elder, what do you expect us to do? Emeka Anyaoku is an elderly person, but when you hear Emeka Anyaoku, it sounds like a student, but he's a man, a matured man for that matter. I don't know much about him, but his name is quite popular. I used to hear his name, but I don't even know his face, to be honest with you. So I think this is the man, all right? And what he said is why we are here to do this. And the response from Biafran government in exile Prime Minister, Biafran Prime Minister Ekpa, have some a kind of warning to him, and that warning sounds very clear, very, very clear. And I'm going to start by playing this man's statement, his video.
Above all, Mr. President, the patriots believe that your personal record as one of the great champions of Nigeria's democracy, Nigeria's struggle to restore democracy during the Nadeko days, provides our country with its best opportunity for achieving Nigeria's people's democratic constitution. To this end, we have come to appeal to you to send to the National Assembly the President's executive bill, which would call for two important measures. First, the convening of a National Constituent Assembly with the mandate to produce a draft People's Democratic Constitution. The Constituent Assembly should be of directly elected individuals, elected on non-political party basis from the 36 states of the Federation, possibly 3 individuals per state and 1 from the Federal Capital Territory. They should be assisted by 7 constitutional lawyers, drawn 1 each from the 6 geopolitical zones and 1 from the Federal Capital Territory.
Now, this is the problem I have with the Igbo elders. Those ones that see themselves as people that knows the history, that you don't need to talk. They are the one that knows your problem and they know your solution. In fact, they know your mindset, they know what you want. That's what they have in their heads. And it seems to me that Igbo people don't, those one, you know, when I say Igbo people, I'm talking about this class of Igbos, people who claim they are age enough, they are hard experience, they know what to do and how to do and when to do it. One thing they have in common among them is that they don't know how to feel the pain of others. Their only concern is themselves, their people, their family, nothing more. Who told this man that what he's saying here represents the minds of the people? Nobody. Where did he conduct his own public opinion to come up to, to arrive to the point that what he's saying now will be the benefit of people? These are people, elderly people who don't know the pain that people go through before they give up, what we call dying. Many Biafran died and still dying because of wrong decision, deliberate acts of the so-called states and their leaders. Whenever you see Igbo people, any Igbo man, anybody from Igbo, yapping this kind of nonsense, simply means they have bought over. Somebody is behind what he's saying. Emeka Anyaoku is not holding any political post at the moment. Zero. What I can see from the video, they call him former Secretary of Commonwealth or something like that, which is British organization. It's not an organization for people's interest. It is an organization for British interest. I have not seen him as a governor. I did not see him as a senator. He is not even in any ministerial position, nothing whatsoever. Then, is Emeka Anyaoku presidential advisor? Is he in a presidential advisor committee? The answer is no. What he's giving here is free advice, right? Advice. And who told him to give the advice? Where did he gather the information that he giving to Tinubu and his government? What is our concern with what he's talking now? Where has it been all this while? Where is Emeka Anyaoku's condemnation of killing of Igbos and Biafrans? Now, because I would have started with bashing on him, I'm just trying to lay a foundation so that you understand why PM send warning to him. Sending warning, without any backup action is not something that African people, appreciate. And I believe PM and Biafran government in Exile understand this very, very clear. That many Biafrans, many Nigerians, many Africans, many black race prefer action than words. You may talk and talk and talk and talk and say everything, but without any action, people will still be doing what they're doing. That's why in Africa, action is very, very important. Very, very important. Some may say, okay, the warning is a mere threat, is a just mere talk. It's not gonna do anything. After all, people have said more dangerous and very, very stupid stuff, more bad, more weak, more useless than what this man said. But you need to understand that the government in Exile is not like socio-cultural organization or maybe 8th grade meeting or let's say normal meeting that you used to know. This is a government. They have all it takes to pilot the affairs of the government for the interest of the people. Anybody stand against the interest of people have something to face. It's not a threat. I'm just telling you how government is being run. But when you hear this man, all this nonsense he's saying here, people that are benefiting from the country, he don't even care about their interest. As if the advice, if Tinubu refuse to take it, he's going to do anything. You can't do anything. This is a man who came from the region that the so-called president that he's talking to bought the mandate away from your region. And you are here telling the man to do something that will stop him from buying the region, buying his way out to buying his way to presidential post again. Just like somebody who will find a way to his own success and progress. And you approach that man, okay, can you blow this way that you normally use to buy to get to your whatever you want to get in your political career? You think the person will just, okay, let me buy. These are people that are, he's saying what he's trying to, what he's doing here. I believe he himself understand that he's not going to he's not going to make any sense, because everything he's saying here will just end up, with him. Nobody's going to take it serious, because deep down his mind, he understands that what he's saying is just garbage. He's just talking to himself. But he will keep on saying that because to him, everything that he's saying here is good. You understand? Everything that he's saying here is good. To him, that's what he believes. But he also understands that whatever he says is not going to be carried out. I believe that the mission and the agenda and what they want to achieve with this, his speech or his statement here, is to kind of give Nigerians opportunity to believe that Biafrans are still interested in Nigeria. But remember, we know that Emeka Anyaoku represents himself and himself alone. Nobody listens to him. Can he come to Southeast and give order or say anything? The answer is no. Nobody listens to him. But the warning that all of them are receiving now, it may be different in the nearest future. They are enjoying it now, isn't it? They are enjoying the warning. They have the opportunity to receive warning before any action. They have the opportunity, and they should enjoy it now while it lasts, because it's not going to last forever. Sooner or later, this warning will never ever come again, because they are doing it deliberately. Just like Peter Obi, whom the Biafran told not to contest, not to even appear, he refused. He gave, instead of giving Igbos happiness, he created more bad and evil to Igbos. And so people are still justifying that, waiting for him to come back in 2027. Of course, people that does that are people who want to use him to make gullible Igbos to believe that they still have a say in Nigeria. You know that what you are saying is not going to yield any fruit, like I said, yet you keep on doing it just to put it in the kind of, you are validating Nigerian because you know the Biafran is going. He's elderly person. I don't know, because this video that the show rep shared, his picture and his image is not that clear. But why I'm playing this video from the one that show rep said is because it's quite lengthy. This one is about 3 minutes and 28 seconds, whereas the other one that some like PM posted and some reference shared is just a minute video, some has even seconds. Some are 2 minutes, but this one is long. The longest I can see is one for sure. So let's listen to him. If you don't know his picture, I will flash his image again from the one that the reference shared.
And the deliberations of the Constituent Assembly should take into full account the 1960 and 63 constitutions, as well as the recommendations of the 2014 National Conference, and indeed of the various other national conferences that considered the Nigerian Constitution. And the second measure that we propose for your President's executive bill is for the establishment of a national referendum to which the draft constitution emerging from the Constituent Assembly would be subjected. The draft constitution produced by the Constituent Assembly, as I said, should be put to a national referendum, and if approved, should then be signed by the President as the genuine, legitimate Nigerian people's constitution. And finally, regarding what I refer the various other national conferences that considered the Nigerian Constitution. And the second measure that we propose for your President's executive bill is for the establishment of a national referendum to which the draft constitution emerging from the Constituent Assembly would be subjected. The draft constitution produced by the Constituent Assembly, as I said, should be put to a national referendum, and if approved, should then be signed by the President as the genuine, legitimate Nigerian people's constitution. And finally, regarding what I
Okay, the referendum that he's talking about, Biafra have done it. And the good thing is that it's not about what these people think. Just imagine if our hope and our faith lies on these people. Imagine what they would have done to us. A country that don't have any shame, a zero shame. Here is the current senator. Hear what he said. Just pay attention to what this man said, then compare it. After seeing all those things, you think that you still have what it takes to justify anything meaningful. A state senator that receives millions in a month is using iPhone to attack people that are protesting in the country. Just pay attention. Okay, man, you hear that on
For
that.
every decision that you take, just like taking medication, most medication can be so. So the young man who was talking, blah, 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 he's carrying,
Wait.
So the young man who was talking, blah, 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 he's carrying iPhone 15. So a young man who is carrying iPhone 15 is telling me that he's hungry. There is hunger, no doubt, but not by these people who have this other agenda. And if you follow some of the...
So how much is the iPhone 15? You see, he's questioning you that protesters have iPhone 15 because they feel nobody challenged them. This is a senator that received only party budget runs in 20, 30 something, 50 something, 100 something million. Their cars are being sponsored not from their salary, from the government. They pay them a lot, but he have the ability to come out to tell you that people protesting, that they say they're hungry, but they have iPhone 15. Some people don't understand that these people, they have been possessed with very, very dark demon. Only your cars, your wardrobe allowance, your utility allowance, your what again? All the allowances that you can think of. What is their job? Sir. That's all. How many bills can they sponsor? Can they champion? Can they, execute to benefit the life of people? To compare the salary they receive as a senator. But these are class of people that use everything you have to bring you down. When you talk, they will tell you are talking like that because you did not win the election. Because you're as if you care or you have anything to do with the person that contested for the election. But seeing all those things, somebody that called themselves elder will still come out to tell you that they want to make Nigeria great again. He asked them, okay, since you are old, since you are elder, since you are no longer a young person, you are aged. Can you tell us, as our elder, when was Nigeria was great? What year? In whose regime? In whose circumstance? Nigeria is great, and we want to make it great again. I thought when you say something is good again or bad again, it simply means that thing was good before, or it had been bad before. That kind of thing. So there's a repetition of what you used to know. But they won't tell you that. If you question them, that means you don't have respect. Now listen to somebody, certified legitimate criminal, telling you that somebody using iPhone. I'm not in support of the whatever that's going on in protest, but it's so irritating. I can't stand it. That somebody, just like somebody who is a hardened criminal, a kidnapper, telling you that you are working like a criminal, but you are not only you are from criminality to bandit to kidnapper, everything you are committing it, and you are telling somebody that you look or you walk or you talk like not that the person have committed it, but to you they look like no evidence, but you that everything about you is written evidence. Listen to him.
Video they are circulating is basically carrying out political grievances. We will visit 2023 election, not this country. The Constitution does not allow anybody to peacefully demand. The point is that there is no miracle in governance, right? And nobody promised miracle. But anybody who is a keen observer of what is going on in the country will agree that some major decisions have been taken. Unfortunately, for every decision that you take, just like taking medication, most medication can be so potent and yet they could have huge side effects. Now, to avoid them, you have to make a critical choice. A patient is so critically ill But to get him back on his feet, you may have to take measures like surgery, right? And that means you will this patient after administering some pain relief, you wheel the patient into the theater and you open him up or her up. Now, at the time of opening the patient up, his condition is going to deteriorate further. But the surgeon is certain that with time, he will not only recover, he will heal fully. Now, the thing I want to talk about is people hiding under what is, obviously not a secret, namely that there are challenges with regards to cost of living. Of course, there is no doubt, even the president acknowledges that, which is why there are various handouts, palliative, some intervention instruments, etc., etc.
You see the illustration that he's giving you? He's trying to tell you that Nigerian Tinubu is just like a surgeon that is taking Nigerian to a theater to operate the person. And after during the course of the operation and the surgery, that the sickness will deteriorate, that it will increase, it will be as if it has been intensified. But after the surgery and everything, not only that the sickness will go, but the person will be healed from that ailment. But the problem that he don't tell you here is this: the illustration that he gave is totally wrong. All right. At the course of that surgery, there is something that we call oxygen available in case of any eventuality, in case of any challenges. The oxygen will be available. Ask yourself, why don't you operate the person outside? Why must you take it to the theater? You are taking the patient to a theater because that's the environment that will sustain to help the patient to pass through the operation. But when you don't take the patient to a theater and you decide to operate it from outside, maybe in the market square, what do you expect? You are trying to endanger the life of the people, the life of the person. Now that he himself agreed that it's true that there's hunger, that hardship, he did not deny that. So, as a senator that represents, you represent, for crying out loud, you represent the people. And the people that you are representing are hungry. And it is very clear, even you yourself know as a senator, that you guys are taking excess allowances and everything. Have you called your colleague to see how you can drop some of your, accumulating wealth? They may be from receiving this allowance and buying SUV cars and all that, which run in millions, some cases billions, and part the budget that you guys normally siphon and make from the Senate. Why don't you guys channel it to help people? No, it's not that. No, it's not possible. Now, all this I'm telling you is not for you to believe that, why senators do this in Nigeria will be fixed. No, don't get it twisted. I'm just saying because he's trying to use the current situation to judge people. And he forgot the one that he's himself involved. Or everything I'm telling you is for you to see reason why the only option is separation. And I love somehow what Anyaoku said. I love it because, just for one thing, because he will be disgraced, and that his statement will still open some people that God want to deliver their eyes to see there's no road, there's no light at the end of this so-called tunnel. Okay? The only thing that makes me feel bad about it is because of the time they are wasting. And the gullible that will still see it as, okay, let's go there, but let's go that if they can do it, we're okay. They forgot that even if they give you that kind of thing, chance to, if Tinubu said, okay, let's do, the Northerners will tell you no. Restructure can never work in Nigeria. And that is why you pushing for restructure is you actually waiting for your time, waiting for the people to consume you. What Northerners want to do is this. If you don't want it to continue this way, then they will use force on you. Are you ready? When the North bring, because North hold carrots and they hold cane. Whereas you politicians and some Afonjas and the Fulefus, you guys hold only promise. You don't even hold carrot. You hold only hope. All you guys have is hope. And hope cannot kill a bird. You don't kill a bird because you hope. I hope that when I stone this bird, when I stone a bird and I will kill the bird, that I have something to eat, right? No. You don't kill bushmeat with hope. You have to put your hope into practice, into action. Then you can see if this your hope is actually hoping, or you are nursing hopelessness, thinking that you are holding hope. When you see Northerners telling you, a current vice president telling you restructure my food, then not only that he said restructure my food, go and watch his facial expression. You see the anger in his face, see the tone he used while saying that. No condemnation from anybody from the South because of fear, because the Northerners hold stick. So if you mess up, stick will come to you. If you want to continue to, they will give you a little carrot for you to bring more people into subjugation. Just a moment, let me see why this. Okay. Wait for the video. I'm trying to bring. I don't know why the video is hanging without playing.
Is to acknowledge that the state should not just lament the unintended side effect. It should be seen to apply some pain reliefs while the recovery period is on. Now, there are people who have lost election and who, by their comments and pronouncements, are behind the protests that people want to do. I am a believer in protests. I led several protests. It's arguable if any other living Nigerian can claim to lead as many protests as I did, to a point that President Obasanjo accused me of parading myself as alternate president, running a parallel government. But in all of that, while we cite and take over under the Nigeria Constitution when I'm taken to court, as many times as I was taken to court, the fact is that what we are demanding were things that are on the table, that are negotiable under the law. When the Constitution gives you the right to associate, it does not give you the right to organize a protest.
They quickly use P2B's election to justify, to condemn protest. All of them. From Asari Dokubo, who happened to be a tout, down to Afonjas, who have never even been in a political gathering. Just the only politics they know is my people. Egbomi, Baba Egbomi. That's all. Nothing more. Nothing. No hope, nothing whatsoever. All of them want to use Igbos to shine. Then an Igbo man will turn around. We are advising you to give us a referendum. We are advising you to change constitution. This constitution that you want to change, who is going to write it? I mean, in whose interest? At your age, you don't even notice that Northern leaders, Northern politicians, they have this kind of imaginary belief that Nigerian gift is a gift from Allah. Because to them, naturally, they believe that salt is what makes you to have a country. Depending on the salt, the conquest, that's their belief. So if you don't push them away by showing them that they cannot conquer you, they are not table negotiators. These are not table negotiators. And you guys you are trying to convert them to become negotiators on table with you. For what? People that were known for conquest. All of a sudden, they are now trying to sit down on a round table to negotiate. Negotiate what? They can only negotiate with you if they have made an attempt to conquer you and you refused, which you have not proved to them that you have refused. They cannot conquer you. It is as clear as day. This one that is talking and his home is being, dealt with by Fulani herdsmen. As he's yapping nonsense, Fulani herdsmen are somewhere in this so-called federation that all of them cherish. When Fulani herdsmen and bandits and terrorists, sack villages and deal with the villagers, they will turn their eyes as if those who are not part of the country. They're telling you that they are fixing, they're doing this, they're doing that. Just this week, okay, we are not in just last week. Not did I even say last week? This should be on Friday. On Friday, today is a Sunday morning, right? On Friday, the news have it that Fulani herdsmen went to a community in Benue State again and by not less than 60 people in a day. Why those ones are talking, and forget about this. But only thing I can tell you is you have to start from yourself. Know how to ignore these nonsense people and fight for your rights and defend yourself.
For a regime change, if you play back my interview, whether on NTA or channel or television or AIT, I did say then, we want to change the policy, not the policy maker. I am not that the power to change the policy maker rests with the electorate. So when people claim that because of the hardship, which everybody knows, they capitalize on that, take advantage and play up on people's sensitivities, and they are making demand that you can reduce to one thing: regime change. When you tell me you want to reclaim Nigeria, is Nigeria currently under foreign occupation? Is this president not in Nigeria? Is Southwest not part of Nigeria? You are reclaiming it from which foreign authority and from which Nigeria? I mean, you can see clearly what is behind that. If you say you want to reclaim Nigeria, who are you different from those who have been elected by the people of Nigeria? You want to put an end to this. If you have negotiable issues, negotiate them. But nothing in the Constitution allows you to even peacefully demand the regime change. You cannot peacefully do so. The Constitution does not allow you to do that. And so my advice to those who are politically aggrieved, who are unable to overcome their defeat, is that they should wait for 2007 and use whatever advantage they think that will accrue and go for election. But to hand under the challenges that people are facing and to do the sort of thing that they want to do, let's not deceive ourselves. I don't sit on the fence. I have never, and I pray that my conscience will not deteriorate to a level that I will be afraid to see this as it is not possible for an amorphous group, not structured, no clear
So that is what is the name of this Oshomara? This man that some of us know when he was championing protests for labor union. Okay, in the past.
My structure.
Let me pause him. You then people think, oh, Nigeria have a very good leaders. Just bring him to power, he will do this and do that. Today, he's now in the class of what he was once protesting against. Okay, and I saw a post because let me not keep on with Emeka Anyaoku and Shomora. Let's move to it because in the past we know what Nigerians have given to Igbos and still giving. You know, I don't know how many of you have seen a video of Tinubu's daughter. They said it's an old video telling telling people on how on how the Yorubas are going to do this and do that. All right? That video started trending again. Immediately they said they're going to send Igbos out from Lagos and all that. And I saw a comment from one Yoruba guy, one Afanja, saying that Igbos are killing, Biafrans are killing the soldiers in the southeast, and but they are shouting, they are complaining that Yorubas want to chase them out. I've said this in the past, I'm saying it again. When you listen to Tinubu's daughter, let me see if I can bring that video to you. When you listen to her, you understand that this is not something that started today. It has been there for a very long time. Okay? It has been there for a very long time. Let me look for that her video and I will play it for you to understand what I'm saying. Just a moment. Just a moment. Okay, let's start.
But as Southwest lawmakers at the National Assembly petitioned the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, to arrest and prosecute the sponsors of the Igbo Must Go agenda on social media, netizens have argued that some people in leadership positions may also have to be invited by the IGP. This is as an old video of Nigeria's president's wife, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has
Okay, he's not even daughter, his wife. Okay, Tinubu's wife. Okay.
Surfaced online. Well, in the video, she argues that unlike other tribes who are occupying the southwest, the Igbos have continued to debate the legitimacy of the Yoruba people, and therefore they will be chased out and their inheritance be taken by others.
Okay, wait.
16-year-old.
Sorry, I don't know when I click on something else. Just a moment, let me locate that part. Okay, I was trying to see if we could read out what he's saying in Yoruba.
The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, to arrest and prosecute the sponsors of the Igbo Must Go agenda on social media. Netizens have argued that some people in leadership positions may also have to be invited by the IGP. This is as an old video of Nigeria's president's wife, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has resurfaced online. Well, in the video, she argues that unlike other tribes who are occupying the southwest, the Igbos have continued to debate the legitimacy of the Yoruba people, and therefore they will be chased out and their inheritance be taken by others.
Now, let's all read together. You can record if you like, she said. We will bring the details of Lagos State to chase you people from Lagos. Any Igbo that won't marry Yoruba to avoid being inherited will have to leave Lagos. We will inherit the Igbos in Lagos by God's grace. With the love we have for you people, you are taking us for granted and we are angry about that. I have a sister who has a child for an Igbo man. I was told that you guys are against us. That is what her sister who married to an Igbo man told her. And it seems like this one is Igbo. They're replying and bowing down for her in Yoruba language, because she's literally addressing this person. So I believe that this person is Igbo person, Igbo lady. I don't know, but this is my own observation from the video. You have bought camera to record me. You guys are against us. We will inherit the Igbos. It is not just the Igbos that are in Lagos. We have the Hausa Calabars, but the Igbos are questioning our legitimacy in Lagos. God will not allow it. Okay. Now, I have said this in the past. I'm going to say it again. This is not call for violence. This is not call for weakness. But one thing you need to understand is that preaching for war and calling for violence is very, very easy. But getting yourself in violence and going for war is a different ball game. It is not easy, okay, as it sounds in the mouth. You can say anything you want to say, you can feel anything you want to feel, but when it comes to action, it's a totally different ball game. I'm not saying that Yorubas and Igbo should go for war or fight each other. That would be one of the most stupid things anyone can think of. But if it comes to that, because this video, like they said, is old video, and the same thing is still ringing in the minds of the Yorubas, in the minds of even some of the youth. You may say, yeah, the woman is talking from the class of the elderly people. That the youth know. I have many people on X that I follow that are Yorubas, Afonjas. When you read their comment, I laugh. You know, it's not what, like I said, it is easy to call for violence. It is easy to hope and believe that you can do it without, in fact, you can insult, you can talk, you can do this, you can do that, blah, 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 blah. You can say it, right? Just like I've said in the past, any Igbo man telling you that Lagos is a no man's land is a crazy man. You are crazy. You are crazy. You don't own it. You don't own people's land or region by buying land and building house. You don't do that. The properties in Lagos and development in Lagos, is it more of Igbo people to compare than other people? Yes. Does Igbo have a lot of investment in Lagos? Yes. Do we have a lot of Igbos living in Lagos? Yes. Do we have a lot of market? Does Igbo generate more revenue to Lagos government, Lagos state government? Yes. Is Lagos Igbo land? No. Do you understand it? Just imagine that, like, Yorubas love, since they love, I was told they love education so much, right? Imagine that we have one of, let's say, in the University of Massachusetts, have branch, Dolly branch, and this world-class university in Anambra State. And they build that university that to the standard. In fact, the whole world, both whites, black, Asian, anybody can go there. In fact, they don't lack anything. And it's affordable for everybody. And when you go there, it's just as good as you studied in the US. In fact, every equipment for you to study has been provided. And that university is being located in Lagos, in Anambra State. And the students and everybody there, lecturers, in fact, Yorubas prefer to study there more than anyone. In fact, you can see mainly Yorubas in that university. And that university happened to be somewhere in, let's say, in Oka. So, are you going to tell me that Yorubas will tell you that that university is in no man's land, that is being owned by Yorubas? The answer is no, right? So that you have business and shops in Lagos, you shouldn't say that Lagos is a no man's land. I'm against it. If I'm a Yoruba person, you tell me that my land is a no man's land, I will not be happy with you. I was saying it before I listened to this comedian called what's the name of this Igbo guy? Not funny bone. This one is they called him Acapella. Acapella made a video and said there's one politician, one Yoruba man that normally use that word, that Lagos is no man's land. Then Igbos copy that word and they have removed the name of that Yoruba man and they now replace it with Igbo said. But the person that initiated that language, that word, is a Yoruba person. Just like what they did during the 1966 coup. That is an Igbo coup, whereas it involved Yorubas and even some Hausas and other parts. But today, they have baptized that coup as an Igbo coup. And Igbos are receiving the punishment for that. When you hear Lagos is no man's land, it was not an Igbo man that said it. It was a Yoruba person that said it. And Igbo ran with it. Anyway, that's not to justify you saying it too. I'm not saying you should go and say no. Let's call a spade a spade. You don't say that Yoruba. I have watched Benin people claiming that Lagos actually belong to them. So let it be battle between Benin people and Yorubas. Igbo should stay away from saying that Lagos is no man's land. You purchase land there, yes, you have rights in the boundary where you purchase. Like if you buy 2 plots, that the 2 plots belong to you, not to Lagos. You can't say Lagos belong. No, your land is the 2 plots. All right, the owner, the region belong to people. So they have to respect you as somebody who purchased land in their land. Do you understand it? But you claiming that it's a no man's land is not like somebody you traveled to a different continent that is nobody that somebody's not living there. Then you can say it's a no man's land, which I doubt that we have such a place in the planet Earth anymore. So let it be clear, because I don't want to go to that length saying that there is no man's land and all that blah blah blah. Now we saw in the news that army fired somebody, a boy in somewhere in the north, and the army people have visited the person, the family, and gave the man 300,000 naira, and they told the man, just pay. I want you to see the corruption in Nigeria, that no sector is free. All of them are corrupt. Now let me bring it to you. Why I want to bring it, because now listen, why I want to bring this information here is because of one thing. How they nicknamed 300,000 as a money to buy pure water, to buy water. Now listen.
On Tuesday. On X, the army said they were called to restore peace in the area after the outbreak of hoodlums. But one of the men who they've now arrested and interrogating sadly fired a warning shot that claimed the life of the teenage boy. Well, let's see some lines of their post on X yesterday. It says that on the 6th of August 2024, troops of the Nigerian army received a distress call that some hood.
So this blah 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 they're saying here is just to, political statement is always like that, even though they're from army, but they're always trying to be political correct. What is happening here is that they gave the army fired a warning shot on the protesters, and suddenly it killed one man. It killed one boy, one teenager, and the army team have gone to the family, and this is what they did. Let me bring it to you.
Fire a warning. Although he agreed.
Now listen. This is where I want to come in.
Now, the next picture is of the bereaved father. This picture was taken when top army officers visited him after killing his son.
So this man is the father of the young boy that the army fired, in the name of firing a warning shot. Warning shot in warning shot. Hey, see excuses. Warning shot. That this is one of the reasons so that you should pardon them is warning shot. Now listen.
Said that he was compensated with 300,000 naira. Although he agrees that he received that sum of money, he however adds that it was for him to buy pure water as he was told, and not for the loss of his son.
Just tell us, you have an allegation on social media that you're
Look at it here. They said, is it true that you have been compensated with 300,000 for the killing of your son by the Nigerian army?
How do it's not the money was given to
It is not true. I was given 300,000 to buy pure water. The Nigerian army did not say it is as compensation. In Osofia and in Long John, when somebody wants to bribe Osofia, so that when you get to meeting, he will not tell the cabinet members, Igwe cabinet members, that they saw him with a gear in the bush. Osofia said, "Is this for bribe?" He said, "No, it's not for bribe. Just for you to buy something for yourself. It's okay. You keep it, and you tell them, okay, I will just buy a drink for yourself. It's okay. Let me keep it. I will buy a drink for myself. Then I will drink that drink with Igwe, Council of Igwe, and I will tell them that I saw you. We said, no, don't do that. Come and take ceremonies." He asked me, is this Anglican or Catholic? I believe some of you have watched that video. This man received 300,000 naira and claimed that it's for pure water, buying pure water. They gave him 300,000 to buy pure water. Maybe the army used the word pure water just to coded language, and he collected it, and he believed that it's normal.
Okay, so let's see some thoughts at this point. On X and responding to the father is Sami, who says, use 300K to buy pure water, and nothing in you told you that you already been bought and silenced.
Exactly.
Just the play. They're not going to give you any kobo again. And more thought, Reno is suggesting to Mr. President.
Forget about this idiot. What about Reno? Reno is an idiot. I don't. Okay, let's go to another thing. Reno. Oye wala wana agije. Oye wala wana agije. Okanko.
The right thing to do is to reject the prescriptions of the IMF and the World Bank. Remove fuel subsidy, float your currency, and so on and so forth, which have never assisted any country to develop. There is a group of countries, there are countries in the world today, insisting that we are not going to be tied to the American dollars. We want to trade among ourselves in our currencies. Those countries are in BRICS.
Brazil, India, Russia, China, and South Africa. Others are joining them. Saudi Arabia has joined them, UAE, Ethiopia, Egypt, and others. Nigeria is not there. We cannot be more Catholic than the Pope. If friends of the West are joining BRICS, why are we not there? So that we can trade countries, Nigeria and other countries can trade in their currency. We trade in Naira.
This man don't even know that they have gone to, they have made, Nigeria have made such statements.
The right UAE to do is to reject the prescriptions of the IMF.
And they refuse to welcome them. They do not meet up the criteria. Anyway, that's a story for another day. The issue, like I said, what we focus on is our freedom. All these things that will drag you back to Egypt should be avoided. You need to avoid it. Avoid anything that will send you back to Egypt. Here is what this Benin man have to say, that some of the Igbos that are receiving the pain from the shoe they are wearing refuse to understand.
For being responsible, and this question I'm asking, we the Yorubas, we the Hausas, the Northerners, we always look for a way to accuse the Igbo for being responsible. Nothing has happened in this country that has to do with challenge that the Igbo have not been accused for being responsible. You remember, I gave a revelation when I told the world and Nigerians that this protest that's coming on has been adjusted. And I said some of the organizers have eaten the forbidden fruit. That the major reason, purpose why we are coming out to protest that will not be achieved. I told you people ahead. I said it ahead that this is what I saw in my vision. Any nation when the voice of God is not recognized, that nation will have issue. I told you people that this protest, I did not see it coming out successfully because what I saw in the spirit is different from what is going to happen. Just look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. I told you people. Why are the Igbos always the victim of circumstances? Why are they always the victim? Why do we always accuse the Igbo for being responsible for the challenge that goes on in Nigeria every time? Why? Are the Igbo not part of Nigeria? I thought they say we have one Nigeria. And the Igbo is not part of Nigerians. Igbo marry Yoruba, Yoruba marry Igbo, Igbo marry Hausa, Hausa marry Igbo. Why do we always accuse these people? I was not actually expecting the Igbos to come out and protest, because if they have come out to join this protest, it would have been worse than what is going on now. The Igbo would have been fully accused that they are the one. Even from the fact that the state did not come out, we still accuse them. Kilo Day, what is it? Is this hatred or jealousy or heaviness?
All of them.
There is a point I want to make clear to every Nigerian. Anywhere you are in the world, the Igbo people you see in Nigeria and the Israelites of Nigeria, anywhere they are, they will succeed. Anywhere they are, they will survive. For whatever situation. I said this many years ago. The hatred on these people is getting too much. It's too much. If we Nigeria don't want the Igbo, they give them Biafra, let them go. I keep shouting this thing. No one give them their only they go. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please look into the issue of the Igbo. I beg you. Give them what belongs to them. And I say no. Give them Biafra, they go. And I say no. Every single mistake we accuse them. We are busy pulling down their shops, destroying their property. What is it? Sometimes I feel like crying for the Igbo people. What is it? I'm saying this thing is really hurting me. It's paining me from my heart. How did the Igbo now become the problem of the protest? Are the Igbo the problem of Nigeria? Are they? Presidency will not give them. Vice President will not give them. Senate President will not give them. And nothing. They don't have any important position they are handling in Nigeria. Still, we no see let them get peace.
Okay.
Because allow these people to rest. They are also Nigerians. If we really say we don't want them again, then let them go. Give them their Biafra, let them go. Let's know that Igbo people are no longer part of Nigeria. Make they go. This hatred, this bad post on the Igbo is busting my head. I know a lot of people are going to come after me, abuse me. Nigeria, you say the truth, you are a problem. Please, I beg you. Then this go to the Igbos. A city divided against himself cannot stand. It is our time for you people to come together and start speaking one voice. All the billionaires in Igbo land, all the celebrities in Igbo land, it is time for you people to come together and start speaking one voice. You people are too divided. The Igbos are too divided. Come together. You can see, well, I'm not an Igbo man. There's never a time I'm coming to Igbo land to collect a chief justice title. But I'm only concerned as a servant of God, as a prophet of God. I am only concerned. Please, let's have mercy on the Igbo people and stop all this hate on them. I don't think it's a good one. May God bless you. Please, I am only speaking as a man of God. I don't have any interior motive. I don't know.
Okay, that is it. And I have a few things to tell you before I come to an end of this broadcast. And first thing is that I don't know if that is true, but I saw from Channels TV post that Nigeria has ended the 2024 Paris Olympic without a medal. Hani Rube lost her women's freestyle 76 kg fight earlier Saturday to effectively put the country's slim hope of making the podium to rest. If that is true, then it's a very, 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 world record breaking. I don't know if that is true because I think I saw a post of Nigeria receiving a medal, or did they later cancel that one? I think is it 1,000 meters race. I think is that 100 or 1,000 meters race. I saw one Jamaican, Nigerian, and one other people. I don't know if that is true, but if that is true, that they couldn't receive one medal in the whole tournament. That is awesome. Anyway, I saw somebody said, I think Biafra Liberation Army said that Idris Abdul Karim claimed that the people behind Russian flag flying in the north is an Igbo man that funded it. I'm not, if Idris said that, if it is true, I'm not surprised. That goes to what I've been telling you. When you see anybody from any part of Nigeria sounding as if he loves Igbo, he cares about Igbo, just watch with your own eyes. The person is not actually in love with you. They have no choice to say what they're saying at that moment, but anytime come rain, come sun, they will still come back to complete their evil and hatred as well. So I'm expecting Idris to turn out to say something very bad about Igbos. Of course, it is normal, because that is normal with black people. Nobody wants. They don't like you when they are doing better than them. That's just it. They will turn against you by fire, by force. So guys, thank you so much for your time. We have come to an end of this broadcast. See you again later in the day, probably this morning or afternoon. We may come live anytime, any moment. Just subscribe or turn the notification bell on, so that whenever we come live, you will receive notification that we are live, and we will stay together one more time. And I can see some of you that have made a comment, this ending part. Fabio, I see Fabio. If Edichi, I see you, and Dominic John, I see you. Emmy Summer, I see you. Thank you all for your time, and God bless you all. No, the meaning is it Igbos also that cause it. Okay, no, he means is it Igbo that cause it. Okay, let me read it again. Let me read again. Please, is he saying the truth? Let me because what I'm saying, I don't know where you got your own, but let me share with you, because I did not flip the camera when I saw the post. This is from Biafra Liberation Rose. He said, please, is he saying the truth to some Igbos who love Nigeria? There is a parable in my language that says, he who don't know who is looking at he who don't know who is looking at him without range corner eyes is a dead man or woman walking. Russian flag. Let me see. Let me expand this one. Okay. Protest. Python dance would be a joke if the Russian flag were funded with an Igbo man. Okay, now I understand it. Thank you for the correction. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Python dance would have been a joke if the Russian flag were funded with an Igbo man. Okay, was funded with an Igbo, like if an Igbo man is one holding the flag, it's true. Like I asked a question. Thank you for that, Amy Summer. Thank you for that. And Alozie said, that's Ambrose said, good morning, bros. Happy Sunday to you guys, and I appreciate. Please, yes, before I end the program, have you noticed something? This broadcast, we have spent 1 hour 26 minutes, and all this time we spend here, the view that I can see now is almost 2,000 plus view, right? But people who like the video is 16 people. This is just to share, to tell you that we lack support. Okay, we lack support in every shape or form, and I don't know why. Anyway, like I always say, it's your choice. You have the final say. You hold your phone, you hold your keyboard, you hold everything. What you want to do is what you do. Thank you so much, and see you again. Bye bye for now. Take care.